Hi, good morning, children. How are you all? I believe that everybody is very happy at home, safe at home, and also utilizing these videos to enhance your knowledge for the further classes. Now we are moving to the lesson history, the first lesson, French Revolution. Children, French Revolution is belong to the country France. France is one of the most famous countries in the world. It is located in the European continent. When we are, before we start about the revolution of the France, the three concepts are very familiar in every country today. These three are liberty, equality and fraternity. Liberty, equality and fraternity, these three policies are maximum countries are maintaining because of the inspiration with the French Revolution. So what the conditions took place in the France, why the people had agitated to get these policies in the country. The lesson is very interesting. If you listen, it will be very interesting and you will come to know much more knowledge about our country in the world, what the conditions took place in the 18th century and how our government and our Indian government also has adopted these policies, and these all things we will come to know. Now, French Revolution, we are talking about that. The first important the date is 14th July 1789. This is very important date when we are talking about the French Revolution. So French Revolution, that very important date is July 14th 1789, because this day is declared as the Independence Day for the France people. What the conditions took place on that particular day? On that particular day, the entire country was in alarm. Alarm is nothing but the orders or summons given by the government to the army people. So what is that alarm? What is that order is given? The people, the army people have to go to the country streets and the areas, to the different areas, and they have to control the riots which took place in the France. But the king has given this order to the army people, but the people thought is entirely different. The people had thought that the king has sent to the army people to kill them or to destroy their crops, to demolish their buildings. So the king is very angry on them. Because of that, the king has sent the people to destroy their cities. With that intention, all the people, they had started to agitate against the army people. So for that concept, the very capable persons, very talented people and who are able to fight against the government, all the people they had assembled, and they had formed 7,000 people. They had formed one militia. Militia is nothing but, which are MILITIA, militia. Militia is nothing but, this is the army people, but with their self experience only, with their self practice only, but they are not under control of any government. So this association has started to fight against the army people. So they had started to towards the eastern part of our Paris also. So eastern part of our Paris, it's nothing but the fort, the French fort is existed there. That is, fortress is nothing but Bastille. That's also prison. It is also prison. Actually, the Bastille is a fortress, but it is also used like the prison. This is nothing but, so many people, the people, 7 members, in those days 7 members were imprisoned there, even though it was a fortress. It is nothing but, was a symbolic system of the despotic activities of the king, this despotic power of the king. So in that way, the people had been arrested there. So this militia has arrived there, and it had actually when they are traveling on, when they are moving on from place to place, they wanted to fight against the army people, means they want so many ammunitions and they want army equipments. For that, they had also dismantled many more government offices and buildings also. And what are the weapons they had with that? They had marched towards the this Bastille prison. So they had arrived there and they had attacked the Bastille prison and they had killed the commander of this prison, and they had already imprisoned people were being released, and in addition to that they had also dismantled the fortress of the Bastille. As soon as they dismantled this, and the pieces, the fragments of these buildings were sold as a souvenir in the market. What is meant by souvenir? Souvenir is nothing but a fragments, or it's a symbol of anything is done historically, or is any sentimentally any action is done to make it as a remember forever. The piece, the fragment is nothing but souvenir. So number of the people had purchased these parts of the buildings or pieces of these fragments, and they used to keep in their houses as the remembrance of the particular day. Like this, the conditions were took place by the army people and by the militia against the army people in the France. But actually the king sent the army people with one opinion, but the people had taken that rumors had been erased among the people with another concept. The people had started to revolt against the Bastille prison. So after that, this souvenir was were kept by the people in their houses. No, then that is the first, that is the beginning action to fight against the king in the France. Why? Who is the king? Why this fighting took place by the people, and why these people had agitated? What is the reason? Let us know. Louis XVI, at that time, actually 1789, July 14th, this action was done, this riot was taken, this protest was taken. But in the year 15 years before that only, in the year 1774, Louis XVI, he is belonged to the Bourbon family, Bourbon dynasty, and he had ascended the throne in the year 1774 at the age of 20 years, a very little boy, so teenage person. So at the time he had also married to Austrian princess. That princess name is also Mary Antoinette. So at the time of he arrived the throne, he had shocked by seeing the treasury of the France. The treasury was full of empty. But even in addition to that, the France has started already. What are the reasons for the emptiness of this treasury? Once you refer that, already Britain under control, America, 13 colonies were existed. But these 13 colonies of the America wanted to get relaxation and wanted to get freedom from the Britain. Britain is already enemy to the France. So when America also wanted to get freedom from the Britain, then France wanted to give support to the America. So America 13 colonies, when they are agitating for the freedom from the Britain, France has helped to the America by sending army equipments and ammunitions, a lot of money. France also had been for the long period, not only for 1 or 2 years, for the long period they started to give its support to the America to win over the common enemy. So for that, a lot of money, even before that 2 billion livres are there, loan was there already with the France, but it has been extended to any 1 billion livres has been extended because of the loan. France has taken much more loans from the other countries, and as it is increasing on, the interest was also increased by the other countries on the France. So the France has started to take the loan from the loan and started to pay. It has to pay a lot of interest amount on this loan. So from the tax amount, a lot of money it has to separate for the for this action. So in that way, a lot of money was expenditure was took over by the France. In addition, the second reason we can also take that there was a very big Versailles Palace is there, a very big and extraordinary maintenance. For the very extraordinary maintenance and for the Versailles fort, for the Versailles Palace, France used to spend a lot of money on this extravagant maintenance of this Versailles Palace. France used to spend a lot of money from the treasury. So this is also a second reason we can take. First reason, a long help given to the America to fight against the common enemy Britain. Second one is for the large amount spent on the extravagant maintenance of the Versailles Palace. And the third one is this France has to, for the maintenance of these port, maintenance of the government offices, government people, and maintenance of the court, for all these government oriented, for all organizations, the France has to spend a lot of money. For the maintenance cost also is becoming or growing on at last. So because of these three reasons, the France treasury was full of empty. Then the king, what he has to do? What is the action he has to take immediately? Immediately he has to extend the taxes. So he has to impose the taxes. I mean, already taxes are imposed on the people, but that should be extended. The tax amount must be increased. For that, he had a thought, okay, anyway, because income must be there, then only expenditure can be, all this expenditure can be spent. So income is less, but expenditure is more. So he wanted to increase the income also. For that purpose, what he had thought, he wanted to extend the tax amount from the people. But he has no power, because in the France the system is parliament only has the power to impose the taxes on the people, but not directly. The king has no power to impose the taxes. So then let us know about the French society. French society, how the French society was existed in those days. French society is three types of people are there. Not like our India as one type of one category, no. There are the three estates are there. First estate people are there, second estate people are there, and third estate people are there. First estate people are clergymen. You know, in the churches, clergymen people, the father and the highest authority in the church are called clergymen. And after that, second one is noble people. Noble people who are ruling the country and higher authoritative people. And third one is third estate people. Third estate people are not belong to one category. They can be merchant people, they can be traders, they can be teachers, doctors, lawyers, and landless people, poor people, unearned people, and land owners. And except these noble people and clergymen, the all other category people, educated people, uneducated people, landowners, and without landless people, all will come under this third estate people. Merchants and manufacturers, everybody will come under this third estate people. So here, when this French society is existed in first, second and third, what are the differences in between the three? Now let us come to the clergymen. Clergymen people are very first category. They are declared as the first category people, and all the feudal privileges were given to them, and they were exempted to pay the taxes to the king. They need not to pay any tax to the king. And in addition to that, they have also extracted the feudal dues from the people. For example, tithes. Tithes one name of the tax. This tax was imposed by the clergyman on the peasants. So the peasants of their production, 1/10 part of the production should be given to the clergyman in the form of the tithes tax. So they are not paying any tax, and in addition to that, they are also extracting the production from the peasants. So like this, feudal privileges are given to the clergyman. Now coming to the noble people. Noble people also, direct taxes are given on the people by the noble people. That tax name is tailing. daily taxes are directly they were imposed on the people. They were also exempted to pay the tax amount. So like these two people no need to pay any tax amount to the kingdom or to the king. But the third estate people only have to pay the taxes to the people. So all the third estate people only have to pay the tax amount, and not these people, first estate and second estate people need not to pay the tax amount. So in the third estate people, already educated people are also existed in this. I mean teachers, lawyers, doctors, educators, some other personalities, philosophers. So many people were there in the third estate people. So they got angry, and their opinion is all the people should be treated equally in the country. That is the main motto of the third estate people who wanted to take agitation against the king. And they also said that by the birth nobody will be privileged. The privilegization should be occur to any particular person based on their merit. If they are talent in anything, or then only they can be privileged, but not by the birth. When they are taken their birth in the noble family, then even though that person is an incapable person, that noble privileges should not be given to them. That is their opinion. Their opinion is based on the merit, privilegization should be given, but not by the birth. And they also wanted to bring the social equality among the people in the country. So in that way, the third estate people wanted to argue against the king, because the King Louis XVI is absolute dictator. He is totally despotic power he used to maintain in the country. Already 15 years back, 1774, he ascended the throne. So this revolt took place in the year 1789. So 15 years onwards, the people are struggling. But whenever the king wanted to extend the this tax amount, that was spread to the people, then the people got very angry, and the people also thought that they wanted to get agitation and they wanted to bring some changes in the France society. So because of that struggle, once you think that about the people, what the position of the people, actually before 1789, the population in the France was 23 billions. That was extended by 1789 by 28 million people, not billion, million. So 23 million people have been extended to 28 million people by the year 1789. Obviously, the production must also be increased. The production has not been increased, but the population has been rapidly increasing on. So, the production could not meet the demand of the population. Then what will be occurred? In the market, the production is very less. But because of the less quantity of the production in the market, the price has been increased. So the common man, even the workers also, had started to join as the labor people to earn at least to get the grain per day, to eat spare meal they wanted to get. For that, of course, even the laborers, normal workers also had been started their labor work, and that money was also not sufficient for them to get the daily meals. So in that way, a very miserable situation took place in the country. And because of the production very less in the market, prices have been increased. When the prices are increased in the country, in the market, the common man could not purchase them. So when the common man could not purchase them, the food is not sufficient to the man, that immunity power will decreases with the man. So when the immunity power increases, obviously it leads to the diseases, or any epidemic diseases will be occurred in the country, or already had occurred. So because of the epidemics increases had been occurred, the deaths took place in the country more. So this chain of the problems because of production has been increased and the crops are decreased and the grains are very less production has been taken on the grains. Because of the less production, prices are increased. Because of the rise of the prices, common man man could not purchase the grains. Because of the common man could not purchase it, their immunity and their strength and their health conditions were deteriorated. When their health conditions were deteriorated, the diseases have been increased. Because of increasing of the diseases, immunity power also has been decreased. Because of that, deaths were taken place. This chain of problems with occurring with one to each other, this is nothing but called subsistence crisis. So this subsistence crisis took place in the France. So because of this subsistence crisis took place, all the people are very angry on the king. So what they want, they can do? Only agitation. What is that? Riots can be taken by the people. More than that, what the people can do? So at the time, who will be leadership? Who will take the leadership to control all these situations in the France? Then all educated people in the third estate people, all the educated people, all the manufacturers and the richest people, and the doctors and the teachers and the lawyers, like that one type of very educated personalities and the prosperous personalities have formed one separate association. That association is called middle class. So this middle class, what are the demands of the middle class? They had thought that they wanted to bring the equality of the people in the society. And the second one, first they would like to totally demolish the powers of the king. The doctrines, divine right theory of the king. That means the despotic powers of the king should be minimized or they should be controlled. And in the same way, the National Assembly, these people only, these middle class people only had formed one association. This association name is called National Assembly. So this National Assembly should be accepted by the king. Okay, and the king must be under control of the parliament. Till then he was not in under control. Whatever he wanted, he used to do. But now he has to be under control of the parliament. So all these changes they wanted to bring, and they also had thought that they had assembled at the here one fort is there there in the they had assembled as a National Assembly, and they had thought that all together, unless we prepare one constitution, we will not leave this place, when we will not disperse, unless and until we prepare the constitution for the France. We should not. Tennis court, at the place of tennis court they had assembled, and they thought that unless they prepare the constitution, they cannot go out and they cannot go to their houses. In that way, they had took the responsibility of preparing one constitution for the France, and they wanted to bring so many changes in the France society. Okay, in this way, the middle class people had taken the charge to bring the changes in the society. But actually at the time, philosophers also have been increased. Philosophers also wanted to bring changes in the society. They had taken many more magazines they had made, and the returns they had taken, and these returns and the magazines were distributed number of the people, and these philosophers' thoughts were also shared by all the people in the saloon halls, in the markets, and in the crowds, and number of the people gathering and talking about the philosophers' views and bringing some knowledge about the situations of the France. And in addition to that, in that topic only, they also thought this fact also, that the king wanted to increase the tax amount to the people. This planning of the king was also included in the news. So in that way, the writings of the philosophers also had been existed in the France. So who are the very important philosophers? The first philosopher you can take, John Locke. Maybe so many philosophers, but main important philosophers, 3 names are given in your book. That is John Locke. John Locke is a very important person, and he is The two treaties of the government. The two treaties of the government. The book was written, the theory was written by the John Locke. What is the concept of these two treaties of the government? Through this book, he wanted to exhibit, he wanted to convey the message that the divine right theory, the doctrine of despotic power of the king should be eliminated. He must also should be under control of the parliament, or the lower authority also must be there, and he is not only a very despotic authority, he should not maintain in the country. Like that, he had clarified what extent the king must have its rights. The king must not be overpowered, or a despotic power should not be maintained by the king. So in that way, the two treaties of the government John Locke has explained. After that, Rousseau also is a very, very important person. His book in his writings is known as The Social Contract. In the Social Contract, the Rousseau explained that the government has a social contract and is a media person in between the people and its representatives. So people are they should not be under the clutches of the king, and they should be free. Everybody should feel the freedom in the country. So that is the theme of the Rousseau. Based on that, the Rousseau's books were also extended a lot and brought much knowledge to the people of the France. And after that, Montesquieu also a very, very important person or a philosopher, and his thought is that the works of the government should be divided under the three categories. That is, all maximum countries are following at present, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. The king only is not the powerful, but the government works should also be deviated, or it will be shared by the three organs, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. So here the America also, as soon as it got independence over the Britain, America has followed the Montesquieu theme only. So that is the inspiration for all the philosophers and even the people of the France because Montesquieu theme was immediately put into force by the America after it got its independence over the Britain. So in this way, John Locke books and Rousseau books and even the Montesquieu books, and in addition to that, the activities of the middle class people brought a great change among the people. So then the people, the common people and the landless people and the workers and the poor people and educated people, all together they started to fight against the king for the two reasons, because their taxes must not be extended, and the rate of the food grains must not be increased in the market. So against these two, the common people had joined with the middle class agitation. So in that way, the philosophers also had spread their views through the magazines and the books also, and these were also gave much more strength to the common people in the France. So now, how the great France in the French Revolution took place in the 1789, in what conditions the French Revolution has been continued, this will be explained in the next video. Thank you. Safe at home. Bye.